Hey Preds-Nation, Johnny here. It just so happens to be the eve of the 2022 NHL Trade Deadline, and while seeing as the Preds made a move, I thought I would get ahead of it and take care of my take now before craziness might pick up tomorrow and the Preds might make an even bigger move, or maybe even a contract extension announcement. If you missed this yesterday, the Nashville Predators placed Philippe Myers on waivers with the intention of sending him down to Milwaukee. Yes, that Philippe Myers, the defenseman that they got from Philadelphia in exchange for Ryan Ellis and Nolan Patrick, who they then sent to Vegas for Cody Glass. But this is about Philippe Myers. Keeping in mind that Borieski and Matt Benning are still on IR, and I guess to Preds management, Myers hasn't been doing what they think he should be doing. We all know Ben Harper's not doing it, and so he's in the press box right now, deservedly. So with the two Preds defensemen on IR, Myers being sent down for cap space and also a roster spot, the Preds had to do something to shore up that third pair defenseman, because the top four guys of Carrier and Fabro and Yossi and Ekholm can't play all the time in a game. So the Nashville Predators went out. David Poile called up Ron Francis in Seattle and said, hey, can I get Jeremy Lauzon from you? Well, who is Jeremy Lauzon, you may ask? He's a 6'1" defenseman, 210 pound, originally drafted by the Boston Bruins, 52nd overall in the 2015 NHL entry draft. In the NHL, thus far in his career, he has played in 129 NHL games, tallying 4 goals and 13 assists for a total of 17 points, divvied up between Boston, who drafted him, and Seattle, who took him in the expansion draft last summer. Now, I saw some Preds fans get immediately freaked out because he's a -9 this season, but keep in mind, he is playing for Seattle, one of the worst teams in the league. That is not a stat you should necessarily look at when the team is going to be a lottery team come the end of the season. Now, what did the Preds give up to get him? Well, they gave up a 2022 second round pick. Yeah, that's a little high, probably more than I would have liked the Preds to have given him. But considering the fact that the Preds are probably going to make the playoffs, first of all, that pick is going to be on a lower end of the second round. That's exactly where Lauzon was taken, in the lower end of the 2015 second round. So if this doesn't work out, well, it's hopefully not too bad that they took a risk with their second round pick that Seattle now is going to use to draft a player to fill their cupboard. Lauzon is making $850,000 this season, and he is an RFA come the end of the season, so the Preds will have some wiggle room on the salary cap by adding him, and hopefully may still have that salary cap space to extend somebody. Overall, I'm not too upset about it because the Preds are trying to at least get their blue line stacked with guys who have had some NHL experience and are young, so they hopefully have more promise down the road to work with more years to give to this franchise. So I just wanted to get that out of the way in case there is bigger Preds news to come for the NHL Trade Deadline, which, if you don't know when that is, it is 3 Eastern, 2 Central, and 12 Pacific. The trade deadline does not mean that there is a deadline for a certain player's contract to be extended. It could be done right up until the deadline, or it could be done afterwards once Poile knows what he can work with. But if that deal gets done, you most certainly know you can count on me at Predemption to give you my instant reaction to it. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really like it. You can find my social media by clicking on a channel name. Tell all your friends about Predemption. And Poile, don't sell the farm to try and make the playoffs this season, but at the same time, find every penny you possibly can to get a certain number 9 signed, please.